Hello and welcome to the Patriot Podcast.
Welcome back to the second episode
Woo!
of the Patriot Podcast.
Yeah.
The first one was
Ready to
a
be
big
back.
Second episode.
big hit. I'm Nora Philbin.
I'm Katie Galonis.
I'm Sadie Gregory.
And I'm Santino Zafruto.
And our first order of business for this podcast,
Mhm.
Groundhog's Day, February 2nd.
Woo!
What is up with Phil?
What is up with Phil? He saw spring.
He saw spring, early spring, no shadow, right?
Yeah,
Or
no shadow.
No shadow.
And I think he was right. I'm feeling the heat these
I don't know.
days.
Next week, 29 degrees. Supposed to snow on Tuesday.
No,
No
yesterday-
school.
Yeah,
I'm
guys.
happy about it.
I agree, actually.
I'm hoping it's
happy.
warm right now, but I don't know. I think Phil might be
I
wrong,
think
guys.
it's gonna get cold
No.
though.
And he doesn't specify when early spring is. He just says
No,
early
yeah.
spring, so could
Like
be another
6
2 weeks still.
Like 6
Sure.
weeks early winter, we know when that's going to be, but early
Well, that's
spring.
late winter.
I mean, maybe
Late
it's
winter,
before
real.
6 weeks. Like winter's over.
Okay, but then it could be
Sure.
like 5 weeks, and that's not very much of an early spring.
It's still something.
Also, can we talk about how it's lucky that we were there when that happened, because there's only been 18 early springs and there's been like 120 something not early springs and late winters.
Yeah, I think it was, I forget what the stats were, but it was something. But anyway, as we know, we traveled down to Punxsutawney ourselves to see what this Groundhog Day was all about. We just had to see.
The great city of Punxsutawney.
Last year, actually, we were a part of the inner circle. We
We
were
were.
front row. At
The
Groundhog
closest
Day.
you could be to Phil, they were getting thrown stuff. Katie got some beverages thrown at her from the people on stage.
Yeah.
From our cousin from Boston.
Cousin
Yeah.
from Boston, Sam Adams.
Threw it right at my head.
Yep.
We were freezing. I thought my toes were turning black. I thought they were going to
Mhm.
fall off. I was frostbitten.
We
I
took
was
turns
scared.
sitting on each other's feet to keep the feet warm.
I didn't
got
sit
there-
down one time.
Me either.
It
It
was,
was
a
you,
problem.
Sadie,
Me
and
and
Katie.
Sadie.
What time did we get there? Like 2 a.m. we got
2
there?
a.m.
Got up, walked up Gobbler's Knob.
See,
for
the thing
2:30?
that people I don't think they understand is that you can't just park where it is. You have
No.
to trek through these fields and these roads.
You had to
get
go
there.
through someone's farmland, trek through the cornfields. There's like generators producing light.
And
It's
it's called the
crazy.
Gobbler's Knob.
Gobbler's
Gobbler's
Knob.
Knob.
Mhm.
And we didn't
It's
get to experience it last year because we went so early and we snuck past security.
2 a.m.
At
So-
2 a.m. We didn't
Met
get
the
to
vice
see the
president.
sights.
Last year, to get into the inner circle, we got there before everyone else. We were genuinely the first person at Groundhog's Day, and we didn't know where to go. So I saw this fancy man in a suit. So I asked him, I was like, yo, how do we get like front row, like really close to Phil? And he was like, are you part of the inner circle? And we were like, no. And he was like, well, you kids are early. And he pulled out 3 inner circle member tickets,
Not 4.
VIP. And then he said the 4th one could just sneak in. So that's how we got in the
He was a
inner
real
circle.
one. And
Vice
he was the
president.
vice president, yes.
Yep. I don't know his name though.
And Big Chill.
Big
he
Chill,
was
the
I love
Oh, they're trying to get us off the
Big Chill.
air.
Yeah, they're trying to
They
kick
can't
us
They're
off.
stop
trying
us
to
from
kick
telling
us
the
off.
They're
truth.
trying
What
to
the heck is
cancel
going
us.
on?
Anywho.
Alright. Anyway, this year, when we were coming back down from Gobbler's Knob, we were walking to the town. And Big Chill, we met his wife.
We did meet his wife.
Who's Big Chill?
He is the secretary of
Of-
the inner
of the
circle.
inner circle.
He
Very
was up there
exclusive.
on the stage with Punxsutawney
And,
Phil.
and listen, you might be thinking because he's a part of the inner circle, he might have this like big crazy job, but actually he's just a math teacher. And they have like, a part of the inner circle, they have like certain people that just have like regular jobs that can help out. Like there's like a lawyer there, there's like a doctor
They have
there,
a-
and he's like the
a
math teacher there.
pastor.
So it's like,
Geometry.
it's not like you have to be born into it. It's like depending on your skills, that's who you are. So he's a secretary, Big Chill, my king.
Well, it's basically like if you live in Punxsutawney, you're bound to be a part of the inner circle. That's the only
Well,
way
I don't
to
think it's
get
like
in there.
bound to be, but that's the only way you could
Yeah,
be.
right. Like you're not
Yes.
seeing people from like out of state or out of Punxsutawney.
I feel like
But we
if
were
we
in
ever
the-
want a chance with the inner circle, we're gonna have to get in
Move.
close.
We're just gonna have to
We're
do the
gonna
same
have to
thing.
I
move
want to take my
Punxsutawney.
kids there every year. I don't think that's
We
a bad
might have to
experience.
sneak in, honestly, next year.
We need to
Family
get in the inner
tradition.
circle.
We got it.
We gotta find Big Chill. Get us in.
I mean, this year I almost jumped over the fence.
Yeah, she did. That's true. To go meet Phil. So if you have to wait in line to get your picture taken with Phil, Sadie almost about to hop over to get her picture.
Anyways, there's also, we just figured this out when we went. There's a summer event for Phil as well, where he drinks his elixir of life, which
Yes.
gives him the ability to tell what seasons is coming.
Phil's
so that he
immortal.
stays alive for all the years
so he
to
doesn't
come.
die, and that's why it's the
But-
same Phil no matter what.
Phil's wife Phyllis does not.
She does
drink
not
the
take the
No.
elixir, and it's
And
this
That must
big
be
drama.
sad.
Honestly, I feel like that's kind of a theory there.
It is. I think that we should kind of talk about that.
I think we should talk to them about
Hands it
it.
over to
Let's
them. Pass
give
the
them
torch.
our mics.
Well, let's patch.
I'm Colton David Armando Paulson Kevich,
I'm Kevin James Gregory Jobby.
And I'm Tanner Osborne.
and you're listening to the
Patriot Podcast.
Today's topic, we're pretty far into February, and Tanner, you know what holiday is in February?
I believe so. It's Groundhog Day.
Kevin, you knew that, right?
Why, of course.
Now, I personally think groundhogs aren't real.
You're wrong. You're just simply wrong.
I know nothing of the issue. I'm here to take sides.
And I will tell you today my point of view on Punxsutawney Phil, the supposed fake groundhog, which is not true.
Let me tell you something here, Tanner. You know, down in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, you know, there's a secret nuclear facility underground there.
Nuclear facility?
Yeah, you ever hear of the cult that lives there, Kevin?
I don't recall
The
a
Top
cult.
Hat Clan?
Yeah, the Top Hat
what?
Clan, established in
No.
1886.
Huh?
No. I'm right, because Punxsutawney Phil is a mutated rabbit.
What? No, he's a groundhog.
Okay, counterpoint. Punxsutawney Phil. He has been on an impotent weather god.
A weather god?
He's able to project the weather through his shadow in the February. He has been blessing us ever since the beginning of time. But he first showed his face in 1886. He also has a wife named Phyllis. It's kind of a rocky marriage. He doesn't like to talk about it a lot.
Does he cheat on her? Is it a bad marriage? He got an affair?
It's just kind
or
of. He hasn't really. He isn't really.
or
open
does
about
he?
it.
Is he not home?
Okay.
But okay, so basically, he comes to Pennsylvania only because we're just the greatest followers of him. I'm personally one of the top members of the society, the top hat society, the inner circle as we call it. In the inner circle, raise him up, and if Phil sees his shadow, there will be an early spring. If that serves me correct. And he is able to control the weather. He has been controlling the weather for as long as time, and we are just simply followers of him.
Tanner, have you ever taken like a science class, bro? Like,
Yes, I have, and everything they say is false.
How
It's
do
false.
you think the weather works?
Now, Kevin,
okay?
hold on. If I cut you off here, you know, science, it doesn't exist.
Science exists, buddy.
It-
okay.
Phil exists. Puxatawny.
Yeah,
Phil
he exists,
exists.
and he's a groundhog, and he doesn't control
Hey,
the weather.
hold on. Like I said, groundhogs aren't real.
They're real.
They are
Mutated bunny rabbits.
That just no. Phil has been
And
ever
ferrets.
Since I don't even know what you're talking
Okay,
about at this
Tanner,
point.
how
Mutated
does the weather
animals.
work then?
Okay, so Phil is through to his fur. He is able to control
fur?
Yes, and his shadow.
How does-
His shadow is a projection of his
Shadows are
godliness.
light, buddy. Like that's not how this works.
Yes, it does.
I kind of agree with Tanner here.
Have you met Phil?
I have. He's a groundhog. I've seen photos.
He takes the form of a groundhog because we just can't simply comprehend
He's
his
an
existence.
animal.
So, Tanner, wait, you're trying to tell me, you ever watched the movie It?
Yeah.
You know how
I'm familiar.
Pennywise is like an alien and he takes the form of a clown?
Yeah, I never really got that.
You're telling
plot
me
point. It's kind of like
Punxsutawney
that.
Phil is Pennywise?
No, but he came from space. No,
You don't know what Phil came
Phil
from.
has just been here since he existed.
You don't know what
What?
Phil came from.
Yes, we do.
What did he come from?
I've had some visions of him.
Did he come from an egg?
Yes, actually.
What?
Everything
right.
came from an egg.
Now, while we're on this note, you know, I don't think we should go any deeper into this, people.
There's silence.
You're all crazy.
I think someone might try and silence us,
but
but
we are here and we will speak our word for
Oh.
as long as we possibly can.
exactly. Anyways, people, thank you for listening to the conspiracy
You
theory.
belong in a mental asylum.
It's not a
Wow.
conspiracy theorist. It's a
It's
conspiracy,
conspiracy fact.
All right, well, those were some very interesting conspiracies, guys. Are they crazy? Are they real? We will never know. But you know what else, other than Groundhog's Day, is in February? Valentine's Day, and we have...
Laura Farber. I'm going to talk about Valentine's Day. I'm going to do a quick little history. Valentine's Day was originally a Christian feast day that honored a martyr named Saint Valentine, and then throughout the years it became like an annual holiday to celebrate romance and love. So,
Very cool.
yeah. I was going to ask what you guys think about the point of Valentine's Day. Like, is it for women or is it for everyone?
I think it's a cute point. I think it's for everyone, personally.
I also think it's.
Show
I also
love
think
to
it's
anyone.
for everyone.
I don't really care that much about Valentine's
Yeah.
Day, so I'm kind of indifferent.
I feel like for some people it's like all right, and some people just hate it because like they've never had like a Valentine.
Oh,
So it's just kind of
sounds
like
like
it like
fun.
downs on people that are single. But I like the idea.
I agree.
No, I think it's cute. Everyone can celebrate.
Yeah. Also, we think about like the investment of Valentine's Day. There's a lot of money, and every year it seems to increase. I have a statistic here. A National Retail Federation that the U.S. consumers spend a total of $27 billion in 2023, and it's
Oh
expected to
my.
increase.
Yeah.
Wait, in the U.S.?
Yes.
I think that's crazy. I don't think you should spend.
I mean, do you guys have Valentine's days like dates this year?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much are you guys spending?
I don't
Is it
think
12.8
like
billion or?
no, probably a lot less than that. Probably like not too much at all. I don't know.
Less than 100 for sure.
Oh, yeah, probably less than like 20.
Well, I'm spending my Valentine's Day at my college class with my friends.
Oh, yes.
Shout out Ed
I'll be
Ackerman.
there.
Ed Ackerman, we love you. My speech king.
Shout out Ed Ackerman.
I'm giving a speech on all my friends and how they make me me.
Me too. I'm doing it about music and how it makes me me.
And that's our Valentine's Day plans.
And my sister's birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy
Maggie.
birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Maggie.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. We love you.
All right.
Anywho,
All right. So, what are you guys thinking? Valentine's Day coming up, Super Bowl.
I'm
Travis
so excited
Kelce
to
and
see
Taylor.
what my two favorite Valentines, Travis and Taylor, do. And on that football field, I don't know.
How many times do you think they're gonna pan the camera over to her? Like
I don't know.
during the whole Super Bowl, I'm thinking like 9 times in total.
I think a lot.
I think over 9.
Over 9.
I'm thinking.
What are we
over
thinking is
9.
going to happen at the Super Bowl?
Now
I
listen.
don't know. I don't watch sports, so
You want to know what you should watch?
what?
Next year, football, Patriots, we're getting a new coach, Joe DeLuca.
Ooh.
You should keep up on that, see how
I'm a
that
big fan of
goes.
him.
We're going to have some people come on and talk about that
Oh, right now?
right now.
Oh, let's bring him in.
Hello and welcome back. I'm Colter David Armando Paulson-Kevich.
I'm Kevin James Gregory Jandy.
You know, we got one of my good friends, Ethan Unger, right here.
It's great to be here, guys. What's up?
He's a professional football player for the Patriot football team. Not the NFL. I wish he was part of the NFL.
Yeah, me too. Who
But,
wouldn't?
you know, Kevin, you got something to say over there. I can smell it.
Look, here's the deal. 195 days until the opening kick of the 2024 football season, and our Pittston area Patriots are already preparing for the 2024 season. Now, Mr. Underreich, what do you think of this?
It's exciting, you know. New coach.
New coach.
Yes, new coach indeed.
Yeah, it's a sad, very sad moment. You know, our beloved Coach Barberi and Coach Hazlett, they're retiring from teaching and coaching. You know, very sad, lamentable day. What do you make of that, Ethan?
You know, like I've been around them only for like a year. You know, it's my first year here. It was an absolute honor to play for them and be under their wing, learning everything I need to know about life and football itself. So, it's honestly devastating to see them go. But I think they're going to have a happy and healthy retirement.
Yeah, one may hope, but you know, with great ends becomes even better beginnings. You know, we got the new coach, Mr. Joe DeLuca, crowned head coach. What do you think he's going to bring to the table this season?
You know, I think he's going to put more emphasis on people going to the weight room, and I definitely think a great run defense and pass defense and offense. Definitely. Because we're getting a new quarterback. I'm not sure who yet, but yeah.
All right, tell me this, big man. Do our Patriots have what it takes to punch in a ticket to the PIAA state championships at Cumberland Valley High School? Now, run it from the top. What is the PIAA state championships?
The Pennsylvania Interscholastic Association.
So this is like the highest echelon of football society. We're talking like higher than the NFL here.
Yeah, higher than the NFL.
And we want to go to Cumberland Valley High School.
Yes, Cumberland Valley High School. You know, I believe the Patriots have what it takes. You know, we have many returning starters. Not many, but we have a lot of people to look out for. Like, a few of them are Lucas Lepresto is a wide receiver, and Gunnar Zaldonis, which is an offensive lineman. I believe they're going to put on a show this year. I believe they're young and they're very talented. Guaranteed. Lepresto is an offensive threat, and Gunnar Zaldonis is going to dominate the line of scrimmage. These players are the key to helping the Patriots to a district championship and to compete in the States.
Yeah, you know, you were saying things about threats for the other team, but, you know, what do you think is going to be the threats for the Patriots?
You know, my threat for the Patriots is the Delaware Valley Warriors in Wyoming area. But Wyoming area did lose a lot of key players. So did Delaware Valley. So I'm excited to see what they have in store for us, and I'm excited to see what they have in store. I mean, what we have in store for them.
I got you. You know, who do you think is going to be the best player of the season? I mean, you're
MVP,
kind of hyping up Gunnar Zaldonis and Lucas Lepresto.
Does
and
he
I'm
have what it takes?
starting to agree with you, man.
You know, there's a lot of great players. You know, I think the MVP is going to be Victor Narsavage. I believe he's going to be the quarterback next year, and I really believe that he's going to make some crazy throws and be just an overall great quarterback. I think he's going to follow in Drew DeLuca's footsteps and just be overall great.
Okay, well, now that we ask our final question, we're going to have to end this segment. we'll see you guys next time on the Patriot Podcast. Thank you for listening in. I'm Colter David Armando Paulson Kevich.
I'm Kevin James Gregory.
And I'm Ethan Ungerite.
Thank you for listening.
Hi, I'm Laura Farber, and you just heard from fellow Patriots about football. And speaking of football, you can't have that without the Marching Patriots. So I'm here with two seniors that are going to be coming to a close with their career at Pittston area and from the Marching Patriots. So you guys introduce yourselves.
I'm Paige Minnick.
I'm Hunter Moran.
Nice to see you guys. So I want to also start with, as you guys are seniors, how does it feel to be done with everything, with school and with the band?
You know, I've been doing marching band since 7th grade, and I've been taught like a lot by like Mr. Burdett and like my instructors Ethan Disler and Mikey Tallarico. Shout out to them. I'm their biggest fans. But it's sad because we lost our other color guard coach, Wendy, this year. So it was kind of like sad to like not have her teach me. Like she's been like a coach for a while and she's like influenced me a lot. So it was kind of like sad to see her go.
So what did you guys do to kind of honor her death?
We dedicated the show to her. And then at championship, she had this fancy phrase that was like the watching Patriots. So we put a shirt on the 50-yard line so that she would be there and watch us for our final performance.
That's so sweet. Oh, that's awesome. Speaking of like shows, your most recent show, how was that?
It was very good. We got a lot of awards, especially for the percussion. I think they had like a big breakthrough this year. Like almost every competition, they got best percussion in our group. And then we got best auxiliary, I think once or twice. I'm not sure, honestly. But we ended up 8th place at championships, what I think is really good.
Yeah, congratulations, guys. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Also, another quick thing about the flyers in the hallway. What are they about?
They're about our color guard. We're looking to recruit some new members. So if you have any questions about that, go see Mr. Burdett. We want more members and we want you.
Good, okay. That sounds convincing. My final question would be about the St. Patrick's Day Parade. I usually see you guys there. So are you guys going to be returning?
We will. March 13th, I believe it is.
Mm-hmm.
We will be in the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Probably in front of the cheerleaders. You can expect the world famous O'Danny Boy and a big show of green flags from the color guard.
Wow.
Another reason why you should join color guard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I love your costumes and all the colors. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just to conclude, I'm Laura Farber, and I'm here with Paige Minnick and Hunter Moran. And we hope that you enjoyed our little segment about the marching band.